So we started from Benedict and going down today, maybe we'll get as far as here.
Picked out a campsite on this little island here. You can get across it on the big bridge there.
If the tide's out, you can go across on a causeway. In fact, the route is taking us across the causeway at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if the sat-nav is clever enough to know that the tide is in. It'll reroute us.
Yeah, not drown us.
Yeah. We're just having a quick stop, and we've made a quick cafe latte, and the girls are having a run around in the sunshine.
And Poppy is loving French stick.
Yum yum.
Release me, I'm moving on. Feel the speed of my ride. No worries, no more, no. Here's your bitter goodbye. Like ooh.
Right, so we're just about to cross over the bridge to the island.
And we're nearly at our campsite.
Yay!
And we're going to cross the bridge.
I got faith
Bridge.
on my side.
Over we go.
I'm coming through.
Wow, there's the kite surfers over there. Look at that.
It looks like there's cars on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there are cars going over.
You won't call me no more, you see. Now I'm loose, got no one in my way, and I want more from this world.
So this is Camping the Point, and we are so lucky. We have just got the last space here tonight. We haven't booked, but luckily we've got number 30, which is one of the ones overlooking the sea. And the reason it's still free is because it's only available for one night. Well, we only need one night, so it's perfect.
Yay! We're right at the top of the island as well, so we've driven all the way across the island.
So we have done a quick little setup tonight. Rather than putting the big awning up, we've tried something new. We've put the hello, yes. We've put the little pop top up and put some stuff in there. We've left the booth actually mainly full because the kids are going to sleep downstairs tonight, and me and Joe are going to sleep upstairs. We haven't even bothered turning the seats around, just to make life a bit easier and we can get away quicker in the morning. Should we go and get something to eat?
Yeah, let's go.
We brought out to a restaurant, and here we are, and Joe is trying.
No feet.
Oh my goodness, look at that. And a glass of rosé. Mine, on the other hand, I'm not as adventurous, but mine looks disgusting, but tastes alright. I think
does look
Joe's is going to be the other way around.
No. I got a crap of chocolate.
You went straight into dessert, didn't you? 'Cause it's getting late. And Polly, what have you got?
I got chicken nuggets and chips and chips.
Yeah. And Poppy, what have you got?
A biscuit.
Biscuit. Right, go on then. Let's film this. Go on,
No,
go on,
no,
go on,
no,
go
no,
on. Just
no.
go on, just put it in your mouth. I'm not filming.
No.
It's off, it's not on.
Yeah. The battery's going to go. Go on, turn
Go
it
on,
off.
we can always edit this bit out.
No, turn it off.
If you throw up, we could just edit it. This is day number 6.
I think so.
And last night we stopped on the little island in the Bay of Biscay called...
Noirmoutier.
There we go. Joe's French accent is better than mine. And we're right on the pinnacle, right at the top. In fact, we've got a map here, which we can show you. Noirmoutier. And there's the island. It's beautiful. And we crossed over on this bridge last night, but you can take the causeway, which is apparently the only one of its type in the world, which is just over 4 kilometres long, and you have to time it right with the tide. So we do recommend, if you come here, to try and cross that causeway. The tide wasn't right for us last night, so we ended up coming all the way up the island, went up to right to the top here, and we got the last space, and that's where we are now, right on the pinnacle of the island there.
We're actually surrounded by sea all around this area. It's beautiful.
The ramps came in handy last night because it is a very uneven ground here. So, good recommendation. This is the first trip where we've used proper ramps, and these are called Triple Mill & Co. And they've basically just got 3 different height settings that you drive up onto. We're using the highest one and the lowest one to get the right height.
So we're going to take a little walk around the sand dunes here and go and see the beach. But we have got quite a long drive to do today to get to our next campsite.
Yeah, we've been a bit ambitious as usual. We've just checked it more accurately on Google, and it says it's about 4 hours, but for us that's probably more like 5 or 6. Anyone with a camper van, definitely get yourself up onto Noir Multier, or however it's pronounced, out in the Atlantic coast, because it is fabulous. We pulled over to check our directions, and as I got off the curb it went into a drain, and I think we've maybe unseated the valve, but we're just going to try pumping it up, see how we get on. Unfortunately I've damaged the tyre wall here, and the air, it's a tiny little pinprick just coming out of here. I don't think that's repairable. We're going to need a new tyre. So we've got to change the tyre. This is the toolkit that comes with the California and the caravels and transporters that come on the back of the seat. So you go in the boot, undo the 2 nuts, and then you've got your little toolbox, and inside is everything you need, including, hopefully, locking wheel nut and jack. This might be very tough.
Jordan is now accessing the spare tyre, which is underneath, and there's 2 nuts. One's a locking nut, which is a bit more awkward. Well, they do look the same. Well, that one's thinner.
Yeah, this one's a lot thinner. But anyway, it'll do us to get us a couple of 100 kilometres to the campsite, and then Monday we'll have to go and get a new one.
Right. Has that gone in okay? Let's go and have a look. There's the damaged tyre. John's just done the nuts there to hold it in place, but it's a bit thicker than the old one. So last job now is to let down the jack, and that should be it. We should be able to carry on. We've been about half an hour?
Yeah.
So it hasn't held us up too much. There we have a working tyre. Yay!
Yep.
Well done, babe. Good job. Good thing you're here. And here's Foxy with a bit of French stick. Yummy. lighthouse. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Release me, I'm moving on. Feel this beat on my ride.
We've arrived and set up at our second longest campsite. We're staying here for 4 nights. This is the Yellow Village campsite. What's for tea, Dolly?
Spaghetti bolognese, but we're cheating a bit. Dot
Yeah.
mayo sauce, imported
Yes.
from
From
Morrison's.
the UK. Poppy and me are cooking some spaghetti. So we're almost ready to eat and go to bed.
So when we arrived last night, it was just a bit too late. We needed to cook, so we didn't bother with the awnings. So we just put out the fold-out one, the Fiamma blind, and we found actually, because the temperature's nice here, even in the evening, me and Joe sat up till midnight last night outside playing cards with a bottle of wine and a candle, and it was lovely. So we're just thinking we might not set up the blow-up awning. The good thing is we're making crumpets. So we imported some of the nicest crumpets there are,
Just toasting nicely.
and we are toasting them. Looking forward to those, aren't we?
Oh yeah. About to have some lunch before we go down to the beach, which is a beautiful beach here. So everybody's happy. The girls have been in the swimming pool already, having a nice lunch.
And I did this.
And Lizzie's picked some flowers for the table. Anyone see the lighthouse yet?
Yeah.
There it is. Oh yeah.
That's going to be a lot of steps to go up.
Yeah, I bet there's a lift.
Oh my goodness, look how many people there are.
It's busy. You want to stay there?
Lizzie can't get out. Yay!
That's the spare, and the alloy wheel at the moment is in the carrier underneath, so we're going to go off towards La Rochelle and see if we can get that fitted or sorted, and then have a look around La Rochelle, which is actually about an hour's drive north of here, but we're pretty keen to go and have a look.
Following on from the flat tyre saga, we're on our way out to La Rochelle, and we saw this Volkswagen dealer, which actually we saw before, and we dropped a pin to it. So we've just come back there and asked them, and they've got exactly the right tyre, which can be delivered tomorrow, which is fine because the day after that we're leaving anyway, so we can pop by and pick it up. So Jordan's just taking the damaged tyre out to give to them. Look how flat that is, wow.
140 euros.
Yeah, 140 euros. But these are not normal tyres, aren't they? They're special tyres for the van.
If you're fitting tyres to a California, you want heavier load rated tyres. Normally for normal cars, it would be something like, I don't know, 90 or something. This is 103, which means it's basically can carry a heavier load. Because the California is 2.6 tons empty, these tyres need to be a lot more robust than the standard tyre. So we found a great parking space in the middle of La Rochelle. This has got to be one of the nicest play parks we've ever seen. Say again, say Izzy. Say Izzy, bonjour.
Bonjour. Honey, just speak normally. Okay.
Hey girls, we're going around the market. bag.
Take, I'm gonna write, missus.
We're writing our postcards.
I have some milk. I'm going to throw my princess one.
Right, we've had a great day in La Rochelle. We could highly recommend it. It's very, very pretty. Loads to it, and it's all around the harbour. Right, come on then, girls. Let's get back to the camper and then get back to the campsite.
We're moving to an island today called Oleron here.
We decided to leave our campsite a day earlier. We had the last pitch next to the toilet block and it smelt. Every time someone used the toilet, we had a horrid smell. Plus, it generated mosquitoes, and we've all got bad mosquito bites, so we had enough of that.
Yeah, poor little Pops has really been hammered by the mosquitoes.
Yeah, she did suffer. So we decided, right, we're free and easy, we're going to have a look somewhere else. So we decided we really wanted to come out to this island and have a look here. And we used a camper stop, Camp for Night, Park for Night, the app. And we found a nice campsite up here, and that's where we're heading now. We've called ahead and they've got a space.
So we've just come up to the top of Ile de Oleron, which is quite a big island actually. It's just taken us about half an hour or so just to drive across it. A bit of slow traffic. And this is the campsite that we're hoping to stay at tonight. George's just gone in to ask. We did ring ahead, but you never know. And it's right on the beach. So this is it over here. And there's the van behind me. Kids are in the back watching a movie, so they're quite happy. And you can see it's all along the beach. Whoop. All along the beach. So it should be a nice place to stay.
There we've got the perfect little co-driver in here. Anyway, the only way to get into this spot that I could find was to turn the ESP button off, because it just kept sucking the power, and
Yeah, look at those tracks.
yeah, it just wouldn't let me put any more power down. So by turning that off, it meant that we could keep the momentum going and get in.
And we're here.
Yeah, it's worth it to get
Look at
that lovely
view.
spot.
And we're right on the beach.
So we're eating this side of the camper because it's very windy on the seaward side, and because it's so bogged down we can't move the camper very easily, so we're just taking shelter behind it so the chicken korma smells don't go inside.
Oh, this looks so good.
The California's fridge does an excellent job. That is stone, or ice cold, should I say.
Yeah, it's more than nice.
Really, really good. And we had a cider earlier from the bottom. We brought them from the UK and it kept it cold for 10 days now. Oh, this wonderful combination. Good morning, Poppy. Yeah. So that's the bay that goes in towards La Rochelle. The other two kids are still upstairs, waking up. it was definitely worth moving campsites. Bonjour. Well, a little van just turned up and we bought a fresh French stick and some pain au chocolat.
He's gonna have breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast time.
Nice breakfast.
Very nice, just wish.
You three having a little play down there?
Yeah, and
While we're packing up.
I'm drawing pictures on this fox.
What are you doing, Holly?
I drew this, and then at the back I drew this, and here I drew this, and here I drew.
But for our trip, we decided to invest in some proper thermal blinds for the windscreens, for the cab windows. The main part of the van has got the pull down screens, which is good, but the front doesn't. The California comes standard with some fabric ones, which is just for privacy, but because of the sunshine and also maybe at night time want to retain the heat, we wanted to buy some proper insulated ones. So these ones come in this bag. We've got them from actually off eBay, and they're called they're actually made by Remo Isoflex thermo blinds for the Volkswagen T5 and T6. See, also on the inside it's kind of a nice padded grey colour rather than looking at the reflective side. So they're pretty good and they go into position really easily and completely block out the light. So it's just a few suction cups. If you use the external blinds, which we could have got, you can get the ones that wrap around the cab. Then there's downsides with that and upsides. You don't get the internal condensation, but then of course the actual screen itself gets wet. Fifth seat stuff. There's our fifth seat. That's where it obviously usually goes. At night time now, we're just taking it out, and I bought this barbecue cover, which is all it is, and it works really well. It's waterproof, and I bought it from. You're chucking toys at me. Bought it from Lidl's. It's got a drawstring bottom. It's fully waterproof.
And this has been great, hasn't it? Because it means we can just literally take the fifth seat out, dump it next to the van on a mat, use it and enjoy sitting on it, and then cover it when it's night time.
So now it stays dry, secure, and we just put this in the cupboard at the back. So whenever we need to, if say we like last night we didn't put up the main awning, you can just chuck it outside, put this over it. It's so heavy that nobody's going to even nick it.
Just packing up the last few bits. As you can see, we are well into our trip, so everything's getting a little bit more muddled than it was before, but it's not bad.
Hello!
Hello, Holly! And that's it really now, just the rug and the rucksack. Keep going, keep going! This is downhill. Brilliant. Here we are back at the Volkswagen dealer to pick up our tyre. We literally got stuck in so much traffic leaving the island that it shuts here at 12. We got here at something like 11:58. But luckily the door was still open, so John's just in there getting the tyre.
We got a nice new tyre, a very, very nice looking tyre. I might have to change the other one now. And it's the heavier load, and it was €139 including fitting it and balancing it. So now I've got to fit it.